Dhanyavad, Manya Mahoday. Now I request Honorable Minister for Labour and Employment to kindly answer.
Honorable Speaker, I, Minister of Labour and Employment, draw to the attention of the House to say that the government is fully committed to ensuring that the rise in women's workforce participation translates into sustained, secure, formal, and dignified opportunity employment, particularly for the women in the rural areas, the informal sector, and marginalized communities. Over a decade, India has witnessed a significant increase in female labor force participation. According to the periodic labor force survey, the female labor force participation rate has been increased from around 21% in 2017 to 18 to over 41% in 2023 to 24, reflecting the empowerment of women in economy. To ensure this participation that continues, the government has adopted a multi-pronged approach. First, on skilling and employability. The women are empowered with flagship programs like Skill India Mission, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, Jan Shikshan Sansthaans, and National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme. This initiative provides industry-relevant trainings on both traditional and emerging sectors such as digital technologies, healthcare, renewable energy, and entrepreneurship. Second, on formalization and social security, the government has expanded access to social security through e-Shram portals, where crores of unorganized workers have registered, including large number of women. Labor codes acts aim to strengthen wage protection, occupational safety, and social security benefits. Women entrepreneurs are also being supported through schemes like the Mudra Yojana, Stand Up India, and self-help group initiatives under the DAY NRLM. Third, on workplace safety and dignity, the strict implementation of the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Act, enhanced maternity benefits, and safer work environment enhances women can participate in the economy with confidence and security. Fourth, on leadership and decision-making, the historic Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam can be a transformative step. By reserving 1/3 of seats for the women in the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies, it ensures that women are not only the participants of development, but also the architects of policy and governance. Honorable Speaker, our vision for Viksit Bharat 2047 is impossible without women's leadership. The government remains committed to ensuring that no woman is left behind and that Nari Shakti becomes the driving force for an inclusive, equitable, and developed India. In 1952, the number of Lok Sabha women's members were 24, that is 4.4% of the Lok Sabha seats. In 2009, it was 59, that is 10.8% of the Lok Sabha seats. And now in 2026, it is 74, that is 13.6% of Lok Sabha seats. With this implement, it will surely reach 1/3 of the seats in near future. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Now I request Honorable